Being a mom in 2026 ain't no joke. And there are so many good things in this world, and there are a lot of not so good things. So, here are some things that I refuse. I will not bring them into my home, will not bring them into my life, and I refuse to do as a modern mom. I do feel like growing up, like as a teenager, when like social media got like really big, social media and other people's opinion drove a lot of my choices, from fashion to lifestyle to the way I talked, what I did with my time. It drove a lot of that. And becoming a mom and being a young mom where those influences are still super strong on social media and like social pressure, it has really opened my eyes to that we need to take charge of what comes into our home. And for me, it's gatekeeping the good in and the bad out. I feel like, especially as mothers, like there are so many expectations and don't do this, you're doing that wrong. It doesn't matter what you think because you shouldn't XYZ to your kid, and you should sleep train them this way, or your kid's not doing that right and it's your fault. And it's too much for us. And these are some things that I've done to keep those voices out, have my voice, my kids' voice, my husband and God's voice, the loudest and most important in my life and in my home, which brings steadiness, peace, joy, connection, all the things that we strive for when we make those voices the loudest ones. So these are just a few things I don't do anymore. And why? There are probably a lot of things that I do in my life that probably make me super weird, or things that I don't do that also make me super weird. But I tried to pick 5 things from different areas of my life, from health to habits and in between and parenting, all those things, so that you could get a well rounded view of who I am and what I really stand for. First thing I don't do is I do not fall or opt for convenience food. That means I strive to nourish my body and my family's bodies 100% of the time, no matter where we are. The last time we ate fast food, and I'm talking like going through a drive through McDonald's, Wendy's, like whatever it is, was 5 to 6 years ago. And a lot of that has to do with my food allergies that I developed, which has given me the strength to push away that convenience food. But it's been so good for my child and for my husband, because we always feel nasty after we eat convenience food. Okay. And that's not something that we're willing to sacrifice when we can put in a little bit more effort to plan our meals and have something good and nutritious and easy for dinner in our own home. And that goes for snacks. You will not find overly processed snacks in my home unless they're for me because they're full of sugar. I eat the gummy bears from my last grocery haul. But overall, like Pop Tarts, sweets, sugary cereals, overly processed granola bars, things like that. Like, you won't usually find those in my home because I honestly just think I can make something better, and there's something better to nourish our bodies. And I'm not saying buying processed food is bad. I just try to buy it at a minimum and only like when necessary, not just for convenience in my everyday life, because I get to choose where I put my effort, and making nourishing food for my family is one place that I choose to put my time and effort, because taking care of our bodies is like my number one priority. Our bodies is how we function and live. So these things deserve to be taken care of. And I do not fall for the lies that we can eat whatever, whenever, we shouldn't take care of our bodies, or whatever that society tells us or secretly tells us. Nobody's out here like explicitly saying, eat McDonald's, it's good for you. But society pushes you that way. And you got to be aware of those secret messages society is sending you. The second thing is I do not choose my phone over my family. Okay. This one sneaks up this one sneaks up on you. It snuck up on me. I'm not saying I'm perfect at any of these things, but these are things I strive for every day in my life. If I'm with my child, I try so hard not to pick up my phone. If I'm with my husband, I try so hard not to be on my phone, which essentially means I'm constantly trying to not be on my phone. Like, I try to be on my phone as little as possible, which means like being kind of obsessive with my screen time. Like, is my screen time good? Is it low enough? Like, am I like having enough quiet time, peaceful time? Like, I'm constantly obsessed with how I'm using my time, and our phones, that thing in our hand, sucks up our time like crazy. And I refuse to let the technology driven world take time from my joy. And that's what I can use my time for, is finding joy, and technology sucks that away from me. So I just refuse to choose my phone over my family. Like I mentioned, I'm not perfect at any of this. I still make bad choices. I am constantly, like I said, struggling through these choices and overcoming these things the world pushes on us. But I'm just saying that these are goals that I have, things that are possible, and things that we can be aware of that will secretly take over our lives and attack our families. So it's not about being perfect, it's just about doing our best and trying. Okay, third thing. This one got me as a new mom. I mean, it really got me. And that is, I do not listen to every influencer I find and come across, okay? There are a lot of good things on the internet and a lot of positive influencing, making you feel good about yourself, motivated, and like push you to be better, which is exactly the type of content I'm trying to create. But there's so much saying that you're not doing enough, you're not being enough, your kid's not doing the right things because you're not doing because you're not enough. And I just feel like maybe they're not explicitly saying that, but so many influencers subliminally are telling me this thing, especially around, okay, as a new mom, when your baby's not sleeping, you'll see so many influencers. This is how I got my baby to sleep. This is how my life is so perfect because my baby sleeps. Girl, do not come at me with that, because that is so unrealistic. Every child is different, every mother is different, and shut that noise out. Do what is best for your family and be the best mom you can, and screw what everyone else says is best. That's what I think. And along with that is like influencers be telling me I need like a million things. I need everything that Amazon has to offer. I need it. And that's a lie. I try to shut those voices out as much as possible, because those habits really do affect me financially. And like that kind of influencing is dangerous, I think. So you got to be the gatekeeper of your mind and your home. So make sure what's on your feed is what you want to become, because that's just how that's just how it works in this world now. So be mindful of that. Number 4 is, I do not let other people's expectations run my home. That's just the facts. I don't care what my mom thinks. I do care. Okay, let me rephrase this. I care what my mom thinks. I care what my mother-in-law thinks. I care what everybody thinks. But I've gotten to a point where I have to let that go and just do what's best in my home. There are a lot of things that people think I should be doing and shouldn't be doing. I mean, my parents low-key think it's horrible that my son does not eat any sugar because I can't share cookies and treats with him. And like, I understand that, but I don't let their expectations drive me. I think that's what's best for my toddler. So that's what we're going to do in our home. We are really religious. Religion is a big driver in our home, in our lives, who we are. And if we listen to the world and other people's expectations, well, screw God, basically, is what the world's saying. So I honestly, I care what people think, but not enough to let it drive my life. And as women, especially, we have to be careful of that, because how people see us is really important to us. It helps us, feel good about ourselves. And letting that go has been a process, and setting boundaries between my home, my family, the world, social media, my own negative voices has been really important in letting myself rather than other people's expectations drive my home and my life. Number 5. This one is hard, and it's, I don't try to keep up with other people. And let's start here in a monetary sense. Like, there's always something new, somebody who has cuter clothes, a nicer car, a bigger house, and like that's really hard for me not to want. And that's been a process, working through that with God and being content with what I have and being grateful for what I have, and just focusing on that is really important to me. And also, keeping up with other people might look like Their house is always clean. Their life is always put together. Their dinners are always perfect. Their kids behave so well. Her hair is always done. Whatever it is, like your pace, your life is enough. And if you feel content and you are trying new things, doing hard things, doing your best, feeling like you can be successful, then your pace, your lifestyle is enough. And just let that sink in, because there are so many people doing better, having more, being more successful than you. But that doesn't discount what you've done, who you are, the work you put in day to day. So let's put comparison aside in every single facet of our lives, and let's just be who we are. Let's have fun with our kids. Let's enjoy our ratty, messy hair clothes days. Let's live in our sweatshirts if we want to, okay? You need to feel good and you need to live your pace that is best for you and your family. I do not do everything perfect, but I am choosing to stop doing things that take peace away from my home. Okay. It doesn't mean I do those things perfectly. And I'm sure there's still 100 bad habits that I have that the modern world has pushed on me that I need to let go. But the point is not perfection. The point is taking small, simple steps to becoming a better, happier, more fulfilled, more productive, more joy filled you and family. So that's what we're working towards, not perfection. Subscribe if you feel the same way. You're trying to push out those modern voices and just really take charge of your home. And you want to take care of your home in a real, authentic way to you without any pressure from the outside world. These are ideas that can help you. I'm constantly being real. So join me, subscribe, and let's do this together. I'd love to hear from you guys. One thing, please comment one thing that you have done as a mom or stopped doing that helped you feel more peace and take charge of your home. Let me know. I want to hear these things. I want to get ideas from you and see how I can improve my life and my home and hear what's working for you guys. And I can't wait to hear from you, and I'll see you in the next one.